Hey, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my 6th update for Throwback 30. We are now halfway through. Jessica Lee created this project for the Fantastic Ladies, and it is your sample platter of the Fantastic Ladies projects. They were voted in, and there are 30 of them that were selected for this year's round. I was still working on 22 of them, and I have some more that I can roll out, and a good amount of progress. This is a pretty good update, and so I'm going to start at the top of the alphabetical list, and we'll find out where I'm at. First up is 50 Shades of Brown, which of course is this year's version of 50 Shades, and I am participating in that, but I did manage to find another brown item to bring in here. It's this NARS Laguna 2 Cream Bronzer, and prior to this update I had no use on this. I am wearing it for the first time today. My goal is 30 uses and I have 29 to go, but I have finally started using this. And the next is 50 Shades of Pink, which is the original 50 Shades. I picked this LOC One and Done Shadow Stick in the shade Heavy Petal. It is a metallic pink. I had 5 previous uses and I used it twice more for a total of 7. There's not a whole lot here, but it is pretty dry at this point, so it's getting harder to use. I don't know how far down the product goes, but it is sharpened down to the point where the word stick is sharpened off. It just says One and Done Shadow. So I am making progress on it. I hope I can finish it in the next 6 months. We'll see. And there's 50 Shades of Purple, which, you guessed it, is for panning purple things. I picked this eyeliner from Cynthia Rowley. It doesn't have a shade name, but it is purple. At the last update I had 7 uses. I've used it 3 more times for a total of 10. My goal is 15, so I have 5 more to go. I should be able to hit that in 2 months maybe, and I did sharpen it at some point in the last month, so there it is, and I'll get my other 5 uses sooner or later. Next is 50 Shades of Yellow, which, was for panning yellow things, and gold is metallic yellow. So I picked this nail polish. It's a gold shade. My goal was to finish it. I used it once by the last update, and I've used it twice more in the last month. It is on my nails right now, and I'm calling this empty. I had to dump product out onto a piece of cardboard in order to finish this manicure. I'm not going to get another one out of it. So this is now going to be considered a gourmet. Go me. 7 Deadly Pans is themed around the 7 deadly sins, and I randomized lust. So NARS is reliable there, and I picked the Orgasm X blush. I have a goal of using this 30 times. At the last update I had 4 uses. I used it 3 more times for a total of 7. My goal is 30, so I have 23 uses to go. I'm sure I can do that. I like this blush. I actually think I like the Tarte blushes better. So this is more pigmented than I like on my fair skin. I might like this better in the summer, but it is kind of difficult for me at this point because I need to be very light-handed with it or it's just too much color for me. But I have 23 uses to go. Budget Beauty is for panning inexpensive things, and I picked this Eco Sciences body cream. I got this from a hotel. There's something like 40 something cents each when you buy them in bulk, so I counted it as inexpensive. I used it 5 more times after the last update and it's gone. This isn't empty. I used it as a hand cream. It lived on my nightstand and that's how I used it up. So this is my second empty and it's also my last. I don't have any more rollouts this time, but that's okay. There's still plenty of progress to go. You haven't seen this one since the intro, but for Disney Princess Roulette, I randomized one of the princesses and I got Mulan. She is associated with the colors blue and green, and since depending on the lighting, it could look either blue or green. I picked the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is a sample I got as a gift with purchase, and there it is right there. I hadn't used it yet prior to this project. I've used it 11 times in the last month, and there it is. My goal is to finish it, and it's going to be maybe 2 more months before I do that, I would guess, but this is the primer I'm focusing on right now. I do like it. It does have a sticky kind of uncomfortable feel when you first put it on, but that doesn't last long. So within about a minute or 2, you feel perfectly fine and you don't feel like you have a really gross face or anything. So I like it, and I'll go ahead and finish it off. Drop 10 Before Summer is for panning a summer-related item, and I picked this DP Hue X Kristen Cavallari Sun and City Mist. It's a hair product. It's supposed to protect your hair color from sun and pollution damage. I don't know if it really does that. Also, I don't have any color in my hair at all, so I don't know that it does anything at all. It doesn't even advertise that, but I did use it 3 times over the last month. I can't make a new mark, but I am still working on trying to finish this. Hopefully I'll pull it off, even though I'm not planning on coloring my hair anytime soon. I want to use this up anyway. Maybe it protects my hair in some manner or another. I don't really know. Happy Hour is themed around adult beverages, and I picked Craft Beer, which is an indie brand product. I picked this Exa High Fidelity Color Corrector in this shade Green. My goal is to use it 30 times. At the last update I had 8 uses. I've used it 6 more times for a total of 14, so that's pretty good. I'm about halfway there. I do get more redness in my cheeks in the winter, so I am more prone to using this time of year. I'm not wearing it right now, but sometimes it can be a little bit too green. If I put too much on, I have to be light-handed with it and blend well, and I do need to put it under my foundation typically, and it can't be a lighter coverage foundation, otherwise my skin just looks green, and that's not usually the look I'm going for, so I have another 16 uses to go, and I think I can do that. I heard the 90s is themed around the 90s, and I randomized the prompt Macarena, which is a Hispanic-owned brand. I picked the Carolina Herrera Bad Boy Extreme fragrance. This is a men's fragrance. I honestly think it smells pretty unisex. So that doesn't bother me, but it is very strong, being the extreme version, and I don't think I would buy any of her extreme scents. It's more than I want. I don't want that kind of impact personally. I use 2 squirts every time I use it, and there's still a little bit down there. I had used this 6 times as of the last update. I only used it 3 more times. I just hadn't been wearing fragrance all that much in the process of moving, but hopefully I'm back into the swing of that, and I'm expecting this to be done by next update. I thought it might be done this time, but no, there's still a little bit in there. Lip service is for panning lip products, and I picked a lip gloss. This is the Maybelline Shinylicious in Berry Bella. It is very old, and I am trying to finish it off. There's not a whole lot in there. I've used it twice in the last month, which gives me a total of 15 uses. We'll see how long it takes me to finish it, but I really want it gone. I've had it for a long time, and it's still perfectly fine. It doesn't have a scent at all. It still makes my lip glossy, but I want this out, so hopefully I can do that in the next few months. Nightmare on Panning Street is themed around horror movies, and I randomized the movie Event Horizon, and that is something in magnetic packaging or something magnetic. These are the Glamnetic false lashes in the style Virgo. I have a goal of using these 30 times or until they die, whichever comes first. At the last update I had 15 uses. I've worn them 3 more times, and now I am at 18. I did have to throw away the little liquid eyeliner that came with these because it dried out and there was nothing left. It had been sitting upside down for quite a while, and I'm kind of disappointed that I only got, 15-ish uses out of that, but I did have to buy another liner to go with this, so that's kind of frustrating because that's pretty expensive eyeliner. But I still have several uses to go on these, and I think I'll get all my uses before they die. The thing is, I don't usually wear them very long. I typically only wear them when I'm filming. I'm just not crazy about the idea of wearing false lashes in general, even though these are fine. They're easy to apply. They don't necessarily stay down all that well anymore, and I know you can replace the magnets in these, but I'm not going to bother. But as long as I'm not outside on a windy day, they're fine. So I'm going to keep using them. Skin is In is for panning skincare products, and I picked a cleanser. This is the Nourishing Cleanser from the brand The Somme Institute. They've got like a color code skincare system, and this is the only product I have. Otherwise, I might try the rest of them, but I love this cleanser. I've never said that about any other cleanser in my life, but I would really like to repurchase this. The thing is, it's almost $50, so I'm really hoping I find something else that I already have in my collection that I like just as much, and then I don't spend $50, but I need to finish several more cleansers before I can buy another one. There's my progress. It's where I'm at right now. I'm using this primarily in the morning. Sometimes I cheat on my evening cleanser because I just like this better, but I am trying to finish this in this project, and I think I can do that. For the Golden Girls, I randomized the prompt Back in St. Olaf, which is a gimmicky or a throwback item. This is my Hot Pepper Shebang Muscle Stick from Perfectly Posh. I have a goal of using this 30 times. It is like the hot part of Icy Hot. It has a warming sensation when you put it on your skin, so it's good for sore muscles. I had 21 uses at the last update. I've used it 4 more times, and I now have 25 of my 30, so just 5 uses to go. I think I could probably do that in the next month, so this could be a February rollout. It does still work, even as old as it is, and I think it's about up there as it pushes up, so I think I've used about half of it in total based on what it feels like. I don't want to roll it all the way up, but that's my guess. I am going to keep using it as long as it works. Next is Tiny Pans, which was a past pan matte palette theme in which you panned a palette with really small pans. In my case, I picked a duo. This is the Coastal Scents Stylized Duo, and I have a goal of using this 30 times. The last update I had 3 uses. I used it 1 more time for a total of 4, so very slow progress on this. I'm going to be focusing on it more. I just rolled several eyeshadows out of another project last week because the project ended, and so I can now focus on the eyeshadows I have in this project. And yeah, that pink shimmer is not going to last the rest of this project. At least I hope not, if I can meet my goal, and so we'll see how long that lasts, but I still have another 26 uses to go. And the last one is Women Who Rock, and that, of course, is themed around women who rock. And the woman that I randomized is Serena Williams, and she said, "I don't like to lose. at anything. Yet I've grown most not from victories, but setbacks. So it's a product that you used to hate but learned to love. And I picked this Milk Makeup Highlighter in the shade Lit. I had a goal of using this 30 times. I've used it 3 times in the last month, and that brings me up to 18 uses. So I'm getting there. I have 12 uses to go, and I think I can do that in 2 to 3 months maybe. And I do like this. I had a difficult time with it when I first started using it because when you apply it over foundation, it sometimes lifts the foundation. But I like wearing this for underpainting under a powder foundation. That is how I'm wearing it today. And so hopefully I'll get the rest of my uses on this. So there's my update. I had 2 rollouts, both empties. One was a nail polish and the other one was a mini lotion that I use as a hand cream. I liked them both okay, but I'm not going to miss either of them either. And that means I have 20 products left in Throwback 30. So that's great. I'm not at the halfway mark, even though we're halfway through the project in terms of time. But I think there are several items that I could roll out for the next time. I'm getting close on some usage goals, and there's a couple of products too that I don't have many uses left but haven't used in the last month. And I'm going to see how many of those I can get out soon. Wish me luck. Good luck with your projects, and I'll see you next time. Bye.